talking about the Tunnelled Pic, I said, and obviously I'm quite keen to, you know, have a look into that. I've never heard of that. My consultant has never mentioned that. So I just thought, you know, so he sort of said, well, you know, number one, it's sort of like, it's not something we often use, and the radiologist only comes like, you know, once or whatever, do you know what I'm saying? And also it's just not, you know, we don't often do this, and we don't have any here. Listen, the way he was talking to me about it, number one, it didn't fit to what your registrar was saying. The one that you chose to stand in for you when you was away. It's your registrar. He's a little you. Everything he said, it doesn't make sense. So now you're making it sound like, so anyway, this is how he was carrying on. So now I'm just thinking, well, what's going on? What's up with this? Should I be pursuing that or not? So then he says to me about, have you had your you know, the vascular, you know, the scan, which I uploaded a video. I had that done. And he basically said, well, that won't show up any of these, you know, veins here. It won't show up anything to do with that, he said. Okay, then why did we do that second scan then with more radiation? Considering you said last week on the other registrar, he said in the bloods, the kidney, that whatever the thing that's in it is elevated because of the radiation. How about that? But you've just given me more yesterday, and you're telling me really yesterday's scan was really for nothing. When we get anxious and all that, it was really for nothing because you've done it to illuminate my chest, as though you was going to put a Hickman line in my chest. I don't believe I even told you I would consider a Hickman line. Listen. He then went on to saying like, you know, oh, he sort of said, so when he started talking about all that, I then sort of interjected and I said, look, the issue isn't me. I said the issue isn't the incision, you know, of a tunneled line in my chest. This isn't the problem here. So you can look at me as though I'm some problematic person, or I just don't want to do that for what? Some vanity reasons, some cosmetic reasons. After I've got all these scars on my chest, You got a goddamn cheek, I'm telling you. You got a goddamn cheek. When you damn well know. How come everybody else knows? How come everybody, you could ask anybody that knows about the issues with my veins, that knows about the issues in 2018, that knows the situation with me, with these silent bugs, and the reason why I'm not keen on having it back in my chest. Now, if it was, you know, if you're really my consultant and you give a damn about me, when I turned around and I said, you know, my concerns are not, you know, having the line in. My concerns are, you know, what happens after that. You know, my aftercare, or lack of. So if I've said that to you and you're my consultant, aren't you going to be sort of like, what? You got nothing to you got nothing to say about it. You got nothing to say about that. You tell me you're not going to turn around and say, okay, you know, what's going on right now? You've got nothing to say. To say, well, why is she saying, you know what I mean? What's up? Why are you acting like you don't know why I've got this issue with the line? Listen, after I said, that's all I said. That's all those two little words I said. He just dismissed it, carried on anyway. So, you know, the end anyway. So we can't do anything until we, you know, like I was talking about that, the pic line. Well, we can't make no decision until we see, you know, the scans, and then that will be the ultimate. You understand what I'm saying? That will be the ultimate whatever. That will be the ultimate whatever. So when I was talking about the pic line, he's saying, well, either way, you can't have it. You still have to be under radiology, and they're not coming until next week to have it done. I don't quite get where a radiologist's got anything to do with it. With a picker and you've got the red coats, I can do it by your bedside. Not quite sure, a bit confused. Are you confused, doctor? Look, I'm starting to feel fucking uncomfortable, and I keep saying this in my videos. You know, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. You hear me? I'm starting to take this kind of personal. You know. I don't know if it's a mixture of this crisis, like I said, with St. Mark's and Norfolk Park Hospital, whatever, and the fact that he's got a problem with me. He's got a problem with me. There's not a nurse or any doctor in here that could understand, like, what? If there's a fly on the wall, one of them sort of did hear a little bit and must have thought, huh? Me of all patients, you're handling like that. They don't abuse you guys. But here's the thing. The only thing that I can think that's pissing you off, that's always pissed you off about me, is because I give a damn about my health. Because I don't happen to tick your goddamn boxes and cross your flipping whatever. Because I don't fit. I'm not classified with your books. So you just F me off like that. You just zero me out. So here's where we're at right now. Here's where we're at. This man, I got the feeling that this man was trying to set me up to have this line in my chest. Like you're trying to bully me that there's nothing else, but we can't do nothing because blah, 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 like you ain't got a choice to have them there, you got to have it there. Not even addressing in 2018, not even trying to address the issues of that. Can you imagine that? Not even trying to say, okay, because since 2018, he hasn't got anyone to talk to me about the trauma of 2018, about the damage they caused. The neglect they caused. I wouldn't have been gravely ill if it wasn't because of them. His decision, his call. Because you come like you're trying to bully me, Aya. You're trying to bully me to have this thing in my chest. What's that about? Because here's the thing. If you grind me down to have that thing in my goddamn chest, my dear Father, have mercy. Ain't I as good as dead? Ain't I as good as dead? When I have those silent infections, and he's the same man I'm talking about that leaves me at home to rot. Can you hear me? Are you kidding me? Fuck. You know, yesterday I spoke to the psychiatrist because she happened to be talking to another patient, so I grabbed her, so I told her about all this stuff. And she fully aware knows about the 2018 situation. I told her everything, even like when I went to A&E and blah blah, and he said, you're going to send her home and whatever like that. She was shocked. You could see that woman's face was shocked. Of course you're shocked. I don't understand. Am I supposed to feel like you're singling me out or something like this? I'm not really understanding what this is about. Like I said, nobody knows me. Nobody knows me here to be a problematic patient. Not me. I'm not no hassled patient. I'm not a patient that gives them hassle, that gives them stress, that gives them problems. Can you imagine that shit? Fucking hell, man. I'm worried. You know, I'm worried. I tell you, I'm fucking worried. I'm concerned. And it's not like, okay, we can say we're concerned about, obviously, maybe, I don't know, my veins and stuff like that, you know what I mean? You know,